We held 4 public events across the region. We knew from experience that as there are so many events held across Wales on International Women's Day itself, each event is competing for the same audience. We decided therefore to spread the 4 events across the month of March in order to reach as many people as possible. To make the most of local contacts, networks and trusted intermediaries within the community, different partners hosted the local events. Recognising traditions elsewhere in the world of honouring women with gifts and flowers, we distributed nearly 1,500 cupcakes bearing the International Women's Day logo, as well as flowers, stickers and leaflets, enabling us to engage with even more women. The principle behind holding the event here, like many of the other venues, was to have a public event that people would stumble across while out shopping.
Llanelli Women's Aid are hosting this event here today in Llanelli for International Women's Day. It's an annual global event celebrating the economic, political and social achievements of women from the past, present and future. And the theme today for this year is empowering women in Wales in times of austerity. We celebrate the event every year, and this year we've been fortunate enough to receive some funding from Welsh Government through the South Wales Partnership. Llanelli Women's Aid supports women and children in Carmarthenshire who have experienced domestic abuse.
Nia Griffiths, Member of Parliament for Llanelli and Wales Shadow Minister, came out to support the event and to raise awareness of International Women's Day.
Now, this should be a day of celebration where we can celebrate the many achievements that women have made over the years. But it's also a day when we remember that there's a lot of work still to be done to tackle issues like violence against women. There is still a huge amount of violence against women. 1 in 4 women report some form of violence against them, some sort of domestic abuse, and that's only what's recorded and reported. What we really need to do is to tackle the whole issue of attitudes towards women and the way that women are treated throughout their lives, and develop a respect agenda for women.
Hi, I'm Juliet Phillips-James and I'm a chairperson and trustee for Llanelli Women's Aid. I'm also director of Gorma Williams and Company Solicitors in Llanelli. I'm supporting International Women's Day on March the 8th this year. I work in an industry that in the past has had a strong male presence, and I am keen to promote females going forward in that sector, and generally that women should become independent and move forward sort of on their own merit.
We're promoting health and well-being amongst women, also promoting empowerment and guidance if anybody should need help in difficult circumstances, and be aware of the services that we do provide in Llanelli and also all over Wales.
I'm Valerie Woodgager, and here today for International Women's Day because my project, Learn with Grandma, is an international project now. We now have 18 Learn with Grandma groups from the Ukraine to Uganda.
The recently developed St Catherine's Walk is a popular shopping and leisure destination in Carmarthen. Here again, we used the cupcakes to initiate dialogue with members of the public. Lisa Fern from local business The Pumpkin Patch gave cookery demonstrations throughout the day, funded by the Love Food Hate Waste campaign. The smell of scones and jam being cooked in the open air brought the crowds to our stall in their droves.
Lisa Fernie fi wedi dod yma I goginio heddi ar ran ysgol goginio The Pumpkin Patch o Benin Wen. Dwi'n goginio pethau traddodiadol ar ddiwrnod rhyngwladol menywod. Wedi dod I goginio bwydydd traddodiadol. Byddach mae menywod wedi bod yn coginio dros y canrifodd, sef ysgoniau, scones gyda jam, mefus a bach o hufen gyda fe. A fe hefyd yn gwneud scones bach sawrus pnawn yma gyda ceninen a haws. Felly, reseitio bach diddorol a fi'n gweithio bydd yn apelio I lot o bobl.
Even television presenter Sarah Edwards turned out to say a few words to highlight the importance of support for women in Carmarthenshire.
Dwi'n mor falch I wybod bod yna cefnogaeth I menywod, dim just yng Nghaerfyrddin, ond ym mhob man. I wybod bod yna cefnogaeth iddyn nhw a bod unrhyw beth yn bosibl.
I come here today to celebrate International Women's Day. For me, International Women's Day is about giving women a voice, and it's about being able to talk about difficult issues that affect women. And I'm here to draw attention to the issues of domestic abuse and how domestic abuse impacts on the lives of women and children.
Castle Square is very much the central pedestrianised area of Swansea. Not deterred by poor weather, a marquee provided a dry space for promoting local opportunities and services to the local community. A local European food market provided a steady stream of visitors to our marquee.
I am here today to raise awareness of International Women's Day to the general public in Swansea City Centre. It's been an excellent day. I've engaged with lots of different types of women and young girls, raising awareness of what we do for women and young girls, some of the barriers that women come across, what we do to help them to overcome that, and International Women's Day as an event as well. I've come across some young girls that have never heard of International Women's Day before, so the cupcakes were a good way of raising awareness of this event. Lots of women are out there, they've got so many barriers that are facing them, especially during this recession. There's cuts being made everywhere. So International Women's Day is all about women, strong individual women, working really hard to overcome the barriers that they come across.
I represent WEA, Workers Education Association, which is a Lower Wales organisation, and on my project I work especially with women of non-European origin to help with their settlement and integration into UK life.
I set up a charity 3 years ago supporting care leavers, people who've been in care, kinship care, people who've left care and adults who've left care. So I work a lot with a lot of vulnerable women, a lot of isolated women, women who need a little bit of encouragement, a little bit of empowerment to make positive decisions in their lives. And we try our utmost to encourage that and inspire that. International Women's Day means to me the recognition of women in the workplace, the recognition of women in the voluntary sector, and recognition of women as a whole, mothers, sisters, grandmothers, and their importance in the world, and what a difference that they make.
Today we're hosting the event actually, and helping organise and run it and hand out cupcakes and flyers and raise awareness about International Women's Day. For me, International Women's Day is a means to celebrate women and sort of promote awareness that equality hasn't been achieved yet across the globe, and we're getting close and we should celebrate what's been achieved so far.
The Guide Hall is situated in the market town of Neath, within easy reach of the town centre. Offering some welcome shelter and warmth during periods of rain, partners were able to share information on opportunities and local support services to the general public during the event. We decided to target the town centre as well, with some of us taking cupcakes and leaflets around the surrounding streets and giving them out to the shoppers and pedestrians.
Girl Guides in Cymru support International Women's Day because we are all for equality for girls. We want more role models and better opportunities for girls to enter non-traditional roles.
Hi, my name is Lois. I work for Girl Guiding Company in the PR and Marketing Department. International Women's Day, for me, it means a day to celebrate being a woman and to be proud of our achievements.
As a way of upskilling women in the community and providing an additional skill within their organisations, the project included 2 digital storytelling workshops delivered by CVCMedia. The workshops took a low technology approach so that those that participated would be able to take their skills forward using equipment that most of us find in our homes. As a result, participants were able to create digital stories that raise awareness of the incredible achievements of women in untraditional roles. Celebrating their achievements is key to highlighting positive female role models, particularly to young women in Wales. After 4 events and through the partnership, 100 women were asked to capture their thoughts on International Women's Day and during the associated events. They were asked to draw around their own hand and tell us what was important to them at that moment in time and what their main concerns were as women in Wales. Along with other hand designs from the other regions, these will be taken to the Welsh Assembly later in the year and used to promote awareness of women's equality in Wales. This year, 19 partners managed to reach over 40,000 people. But numbers only tell half the story. We're already looking forward to forming next year's partnership, and we've got some great ideas to build on this year's success. We look forward to seeing you. International Women's Day 2015.